Welcome to Energise Coaching. Here we're going to take a look at a triceps exercise called a barbell, or in this case a Smith's machine tricep press. Okay, now I have set the bar on a slight incline, and that's to take some of the strain off the shoulder joints. I find if we do these on a flat bench, it can put a little bit too much pressure through the shoulder joints. Okay, now I've also checked the seat positioning, because this bar, with it being a Smith's machine, we're going to have to bring it up and forward off the rack. And ideally we want to be in a position at the bottom where the elbows are tucked in, unlike a chest press where the elbows might be wide. With a tricep press, we want to be keeping those elbows tucked in and pushing through the triceps. Okay, so I need to make sure that that bar is dropping down onto the bottom of the sternum here so that we can efficiently drive the arms straight and think about pressing through the triceps. Okay, now very important here that we talk about hand positioning. With a chest press, we would be wide and we're trying to lengthen the pecs. With a tricep press, we're trying to tuck those elbows in and keep them close to the torso. So at the bottom, the ideal positioning would be a wrist above the elbow there, and then we're driving through the triceps to straighten the bar. Now you'll see a lot of people on tricep presses make the mistake of having their hands too close. But if you look at that bottom position there, the angle of my wrists, that's not going to go well when I start adding weight to the bar. Okay, that's going to put a lot of pressure through the wrist. So at the top, we want the hands wide enough to allow that wrist to stay straight at the bottom of the movement, but then we can still are close enough to drive through and contract the triceps. Okay? So there. So a slow and controlled descent. We're dropping to the base of the sternum there. And as you can see, my elbow positioning is quite tight to the torso. And then I'm driving through, extending the arms through the triceps. And at the top, I've got a real strong contraction through both triceps. Okay, slowly down. Powerful and aggressive up. Tempo is controlled at all time. Even on the aggressive phase, as we drive those elbows inwards, it's still controlled. Okay, and then one final observation, you'll notice I'm not bouncing out of the bottom. Okay, when we bounce, we bring in momentum. So we're trying to eliminate momentum, and in that bottom position, pause for a split second, and then use muscle activation to return the bar upwards. Okay, and at the end of the set, we're just going to re-rack the bar. Now, in this instance, obviously I've used a Smith's machine. It would be exactly the same setup if you're using a barbell. Okay, so that's a tricep press.